Welcome to the show. Back here in Cleveland, and now the DH, David Ortiz. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Second inning set to go. Now it's the DH, David Ortiz. That one ripped. Back there. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Kwan makes the play. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. One down. David Ortiz, the next to hit. In the air. And now, David Ortiz. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Way back there. And it's out of here. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, David Ortiz. First pitch misses. Fought off foul. And that one popped in the air left field. Santander. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. Swing and a ground ball. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Gausman back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you? You being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games.
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And the leadoff man aboard.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a solid swing.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So 2 down. David Ortiz up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Ripped to right. Springer there makes the catch, and that is the third out of the inning. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance, and it bangs off the monster. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Red Sox have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI.
Gausman back to work. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
And now it's even up. And they'll do it again. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. Gone. And to the deepest part of the park. Back here at Fenway, we're at the top of the 8th. Here's Jose Trevino. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up. It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Friedl stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's too high.
1-1.
Next offering upstairs. Red Sox leading it by 2. Up and in, 3-1. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's Austin Hayes. That one outside. 1-0. That's to third, and that chance handled. Jump throw, and very nicely done for the out. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's Nashville going up against Baton Rouge. So just about set now. And starting in this one, Roger Clemens.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Okay, all set to go. Now here is Tim Raines. Outside low, and we're underway in Denver. There's a swing and a drive. Carter, long run into the gap. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now it's the shortstop, Jordan Lawler. He swings and fouls one off. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One down, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Beltran makes the grab for the second out. Two down, base is empty. Anthony Santander at the plate. Strike one. Santander measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Next one in the dirt. And that one fouled off. That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. Back here in Denver, and here is Bobby Witt Jr. To the right side. Kurtz steps on the bag. One up, one down. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. That's too low. And it's 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. So 2 balls and no strikes. Hard hit, right side. Throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. Clemens back to work. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a foul out of play. Kicks and deals. That one missed. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Walker Jenkins. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Popped up. Witt settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Two down, bases empty. Now the third baseman. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Second inning here, no score. Yeah, that's fouled off. Not close with that one. And that's ball one. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's even up.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult.
Threw it by him. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. First offering, and it just misses.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside. You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Just missed.
Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. So digging in, Ted Simmons. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first in time. And here is Gil Hodges. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. And there's a ball.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Next offering misses down and away. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that will end the inning. Top half of the third inning. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. And there's a foul ball. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just missing there. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one ripped right center field. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Diaz now at the plate. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the right fielder, Evan Carter. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Kurtz takes his lead at third with 1 away. Way out front for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses. 2-2. Carter tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. And it beats him. What a play. So the lineup flips over. Next to hit, Tim Raines. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings through that one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Out to center. Beltran on the move. Nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Evan Carter. On the ground, right side. And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now Willie McCovey. That one pulled foul. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the 3rd. Way inside, and that hit him. Now here is Alex Gordon. And that one fouled off. First and second here, no outs. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Bunting, and he pops it up. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a
swing and a ball lifted in the air. And out number 1 on the grab. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a ground ball to first. On to second. They get 1. Back to first. Double play. Start of the 4th. And now the shortstop, Jordan Lawler. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Beltran brings it in. 1 away. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Santander. Albies slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Marte goes 6'1", 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Jenkins, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in Denver, ready to go. Bottom four. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. Not even close there. And it's 1-0.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Cal Raleigh will hit next. Off the mark there, and that is ball one.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
One out, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike two.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That's worth the price of admission. And we're all square. It's 1-1. And now, Ted Simmons. That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Waste no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't all.
Lawler. Here's Marte for one. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. And we're back. We go to the top of the fifth. Leading off, number 27. First pitch misses.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times.
There's swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Hits the fence. The throw into second, and that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Hurts takes a ball as he stands in for the second time, and that clips the inside corner.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out, and we're at the top of the fifth. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Fly to center his first time. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The run comes in from second. It's 2-1. Relay to third. He's in there.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. Such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup, Tim Raines getting ready to hit. And that's down and away.
1-0.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Reaches, but can't make the grab. In to score is the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-1. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the short. Runner takes off. Pitch outside. And safe. It's a stolen base. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Coors Field. Now, Evan Carter. Page back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. High fly ball out to left field. Rains settles underneath it, and there's one down. Now it's the right fielder, Willie McCovey. And downstairs.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Fouled off. He was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Satchel kicks and delivers. And that one hammered. That's back there. Adios, pelota. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 3-2. Base is empty, one away. Here's the third baseman, Alex Gordon. Swinging a foul straight back. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. So the batting order turns over. Bobby Witt Jr., the next to hit. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Anthony Santander. Just missed. And another ball.
2-0.
Swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Ketel Marte. 1 for 2. Swings and misses. 0-1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
No, foul ball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Walker Jenkins now at the plate. Foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Outside low, and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down. Back here in Denver. Well, we go bottom 6. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Line drive. Marte in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Carlos Beltran. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one misses up and in. And the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And that's in the dirt. Good job to fight that one off. Kopech deals. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. This one's got a chance. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh. On the ground, right side. And that squirts through. And that extends the inning. Next is the designated hitter, Ted Simmons. And he chases a high fastball there.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Just missed. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag. And we're back. Digging in. Number 27.
Now pitching.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So up next, Nick Kurtz. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Gossage, 32 years old, and he's playing today in his home state. Albies over to first in time. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ball one there.
1-0.
Swings and misses. And now it's even 1-1. And a foul ball. Gossage deals. Caught him looking for the K. And now it's going to be Evan Carter.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. And ball 1. Check swing, but he went too far. Going to count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And ring him up. Bottom of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Little chopper rolls foul. Up the middle, Lawler. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now at the plate, Willie McCovey. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Oh, man, that stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing, just couldn't keep it between the lines. He's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. Back here at Coors Field. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Tim Raines.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on. See if you can get a stolen base. Maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double. And his second hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Out to short. Witt. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the eighth.
So I believe we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Santander in the box with one away as he takes ball one. That one in triple digits.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye. That one ripped but foul. Swings here and blasts one left field. Carter makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go. For the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Alex Gordon. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Now he steps off. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Out to short. Lawler tossed to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And that is out of play. Trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the eighth inning. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch. Next to hit, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lawler tossed to first, and Albies is retired. And the inning is back here in Denver. We go to the ninth. And now the center fielder, Walker Jenkins. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Chapman, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
There's a swing and a miss.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
McCovey makes the grab, one away. Here's the third baseman. That one missing inside. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Kurtz in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike one.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Diaz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike. That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first. And that is that. Bottom 9. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Soto back to work. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And now 2-0.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
1-run game, bottom 9. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cal Raleigh. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go, pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That's off the mark. 1-1. Runner goes again. Fought off foul. So the tying run at second. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Pickoff move to second, and he dives back in safely. Man at second. Runner on the move again. Swing and a miss. Well, maybe a throw, and they got him. So 2 down now, and here is Ted Simmons. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove on either. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or an into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Check on the runner.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Runner on the go again. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him! And that's the ball game. 3-2 the final score.
D, can you hear me? No secondary position? Oh, he can.